My name is Naomi Filmer and I'm currently acting course leader for MA Fashion Artefact at London College of Fashion. I'm also a designer maker with a background in contemporary jewellery. I started my practice working collaboratively with fashion designers, making jewellery objects for catwalk, and have since moved on to making objects that are about the body, no longer for wearing. My focus has always been on the body as both site and subject through which to confront ideas of wearing, adorning, alluding to and abstracting from. I consider jewellery and accessories as agency in my critical reflection of the body, in particular their role in the act and idea of wearing. I describe my work not only as jewellery but as artefact for display, for exhibition or a prelude to sculpture. I work across multiple materials, which leads me to collaborate with other makers and craftsmen. This method of working across disciplines in a community of makers is important to me. The ball in the small of my back. This is an old work, 20 years already, and it remains significant for me as it represents so much of what is relevant in my practice. It was commissioned by a British fashion designer for his catwalk show during Paris Fashion Week, and this commission pushed me to make to a larger scale and with blown glass. The ball is designed to be worn behind the back. It dominates the model as it commands posture by its placement when worn. It is designed to represent the merging of motion, form and space surrounding the model. To design and construct this ball, I have worked with multiple makers and processes which offer a clear example of my creative process. Starting with drawing a live flamenco dancer to capture expression and movement. I worked with a model maker, a glass blower and an electroforming company. The metal half of this ball was initially carved in wax, onto which copper was electroformed. The wax was then melted away, the copper was silver plated and finally attached to the blown glass ball. As a design, this work brings together various themes important in my work. Material qualities, organic, fluid, transparent. The body, in the posture that references the dance, but also the placement that shows how the act of wearing is both expressive and restrictive. The combined acts of craftsmanship and practice, from the hands of the flamenco dancer in motion to my hands that sketch the design, the hands that carved the wax to the breath of the blower who formed the ball. The aesthetic, my signature in the form and the relationship between object and the body that wears it. To summarise, I believe craft practice is the culmination of idea, perspective, action, skill and material understanding. It's in the looking, listening, the knowing and questioning that we find collective consciousness in creative communities. This sums up my values as a practitioner but also as an educator.